You are cursed.
Let's burn this town, way to the ground. It will go down like every legend before us. We'll part the seas, make us go away, while chasing dreams like every legend before us.
Oh, you want to talk about the Brad Maddox segment?
Oh yeah,
That happened.
So Devon's favorite, the star of the Page sex tape, Brad Maddox, comes and sits there and talks with Booker T and Teddy Long, and he's like, "Oh,
You could have just left it there when you said Brad Maddox comes, because that's about all anybody knows.
oh, I said that on purpose." So, but I mean, did he really come in that? Because I'm pretty sure wasn't he the cuck in that one where he was just filming?
I don't remember. It's been such a long time since I've seen those. I think so, though.
Alright, well, fucking, he comes to fucking Booker T and he's like,
It's just the he comes. It's just.
oh god. But fucking, he came to Booker T and he's like,
It doesn't sound good any way you say it. Oh my god.
he ejaculated Booker T
That's
and
okay. That's just straight up saying it now. It's not even like.
And fucking he's sitting here and he's saying, "Oh, I want a contract. I want another shot." Because his whole gimmick is he has to win a match to get a contract.
Mm-hmm.
And Booker T says, "Since I'm in the giving spirit and it's Christmas, I'm going I'm going to." Sorry, I can't stop thinking of the fucking Brad Maddox shit now.
So he comes.
But he said, "I'm gonna fucking give you another shot, and you're gonna face one of Santa's elves." And as soon as Booker T says that, Brad Maddox gets all hot and bothered. Yeah.
Does he come?
So that was that segment. Yes, he does. We're so fucking stupid.
You're the one
man.
that started it, man.
I know. Oh,
Trying
God.
to do this thumbnail, I can't even fucking focus. Fucking trying to put goddamn CM Punk on here, and all I keep thinking about is cum now.
Have you put Brad Maddox on the video?
Yeah, he's one of the first people I put on here. That's great. You know, I want to see what Brad Maddox is up to. Let's see what he's doing these days. Brad
Well, he let it snow on Booker T.
Maddox. Is that how you spell it? Maddox. Okay. Brad Maddox. Let's see what he's doing today. Ew, his real name is Joshua Tyler Klutz.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently he's a retired pro wrestler. Okay. Okay, let's go to his Wikipedia. His ring names were Brad Maddox, The Goof, Joshua Kingsley, Lord Ruffles, Mad Braddox, and The Pounder. He was trained by Joey Mercury. From 2008 to 2012, Maddox was assigned to WWE's developmental territories, OVW and FCW, where he held the OVW Championship and OVW Television Championship and the FCW Tag Championships with different partners. He served as general manager of Raw in a storyline from July 2013 to May 2014 before being released in November 2015. Okay. Professional wrestling career. He debuted for WWE in April 2008. I'm sorry, what? He debuted 2008 on the OVW tapings, teaming up with Galvin Garrison against Dewey and Adam Revolver, which they lost. He used the name Brent Wellington at the time. He won his first match on October 1st, 2008 in an 8-man tag team match along Galvin Garrison and Moose. Is that the Moose I'm thinking of? They called themselves Theta Lambda PSI. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to say that. On December 24th, 2008, Maddox had a he had a championship match in OVW against Aaron the Idol Stevens, which is Damian Sandow, which he lost. So, listen to this, Austin. After he was defeated, he adopted the nickname Beef and changed his gimmick to a necrophiliac.
Oh.
Yeah. He had his first match under his new name in January 2009, winning with his team against Ted McNaylor and Adam Revolver, which they won. Their team split in April 2009, where Maddox won a match against Moose, then lost one where he was hit with a paddle. July 2009, he competed for the OVW Television Championship against Jamin Olivencia. I don't know who that is. He won the match to win his first championship. His reign lasted 45 days when he was defeated by Moose at the OVW tapings September 9th, 2009. February 2010, Maddox won the vacant OVW Championship by winning a Battle Royal. His reign lasted 90 days when he lost it to Mike Mondo. Do you know who Mike Mondo is? Because I don't.
I've heard of Nick Mondo.
In mid-2010, it was reported that Maddox had signed a developmental contract with WWE. 2010 to 2012, Florida Championship Wrestling. He was officially named Brad Maddox and debuted for FCW at a live show in August 2010, losing... oh no, he lost to Tyler Rex at a live show.
No.
His TV debut was on November 2010 against Tito Colon. He won his first match on the July 11, 2011 episode of ECW. No, against Percy Watson and Richie Steamboat. On September 22nd edition of FCW, Maddox defeated Briley Pierce. 3 weeks later, at the October 13th edition of FCW, they built a tag team and competed for the FCW Tag Team Championship against CJ Parker and Donnie Marlowe. Austin, do you know who CJ Parker is?
Yes. She's Robinson.
Yep. On November 3rd, he won the tag team titles with Briley Pierce. On February 2nd, I'm assuming of 2012, they lost their titles due to an injury of Pierce. Maddox tried to regain the vacant title with Eli Cottonwood, but they lost to, you know who these guys are, Bo Rotundo and Husky Harris. On the March 4th edition of FCW, Maddox was the first signed to Summer Rae's organization, and she was at ringside when he was defeated by Seth Rollins. On June 21st, 2012, he won the FCW Jack Briscoe 15 Championship from Richie Steamboat. While holding the FCW 15 championship, he won the FCW tag team title with Rick Victor. I think that's Victor from the Ascension.
Oh no.
July 2012, he became the final holder for both titles as all of FCW's championships were retired when the territory was rebranded as NXT. 2012 to 2013, main roster referee. Maddox was promoted to the main roster as a referee in August 2012, debuting on the August 20th episode of Raw, where he refereed a Divas Battle Royal. On October 28th, at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Maddox refereed the main event Hell in a Cell match between CM Punk and Ryback for the WWE Championship. As Ryback was about to win the match, Maddox gave Ryback a low blow and proceeded to fast count a pin for Punk, resulting in Punk retaining his title, thus turned Maddox heel. Maddox explained his actions on the November 5th episode of Raw. He claimed that he was not working for Punk, but his actions were self-motivated. Maddox revealed his lifelong dream of becoming a WWE wrestler, but WWE continually rejected him, so he took up the chance to be a referee and attacked Ryback to make a name for himself to earn a contract to become a WWE wrestler. WWE Chairman Vince McMahon then granted Maddox's request at a match against Ryback, while offering $1 million contract if Maddox won. The next week, Maddox faced Ryback, who soundly defeated him and threw him into an ambulance. Maddox returned in December 2012, now accompanied by his personal cameraman Carson, and claiming to be a YouTube sensation. Raw managing supervisor Vicky Guerrero offered Maddox a contract if he could defeat Randy Orton, but Orton prevailed. Orton was attacked by the Shield after the match. Similar to Maddox, the Shield had earlier aided Punk by attacking Ryback during the Duos Championship match at Survivor Series to ensure Punk's retention of his title, and also denied an alliance with Punk. Maddox then took his pleas to SmackDown general manager Booker T, who thrice granted him opportunities to earn a contract if he could defeat Brodus Clay, the Great Khali, and Sheamus, but Maddox lost all 3 matches. On the January 28, 2013 episode of Raw, via camera footage taken by Maddox's cameraman, it was revealed that Maddox, as well as the Shield, had been working for Punk's manager Paul Heyman all along, although Punk did not appear in the footage and claimed that Heyman had acted independently of him without his knowledge. Heyman also instructed the Shield to attack Maddox. The next week on Raw, Maddox revealed he turned in Carson's footage to Vince McMahon and proceeded to call out the Shield, telling them that justice awaits you. The Shield answered his challenge by brutally attacking him until John Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback interfered. Raw General Manager 2013 to 2015. On the February 18th episode 2013 of Raw, Maddox was awarded the position of Assistant Raw Managing Supervisor by Vicky Guerrero after revealing that Paul Heyman and CM Punk were working with the Shield. On the April 24th episode of NXT, Maddox challenged Big E for the NXT Championship but was quickly defeated. On the July 8th episode of Raw, after Guerrero was fired as Raw General Manager when the fans voted that she failed in her role, Maddox was appointed as the new General Manager of Raw. After allowing John Cena to choose Daniel Bryan as his opponent at SummerSlam, Maddox was entwined between Mr. McMahon and Triple H. On the August 12th episode of Raw, Maddox was a special guest referee in the match between Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett, where he gave Barrett the victory after a fast count. Following this, Maddox announced himself as the guest referee in Bryan's match at SummerSlam, only for Triple H to come out and announce he would referee the match instead, before giving Maddox a pedigree. Maddox then formed an alliance with Randy Orton, where he placed Orton's rivals Dolph Ziggler and Big Show in handicap matches against the Shield. Maddox continued to have tension with Big Show, who, after refusing to listen to Maddox's order at Battleground, resulted in Big Show's firing by Stephanie McMahon. On the following night's Raw, later that week on SmackDown, Maddox was knocked out by Big Show after interrupting him, suffering a concussion in storyline. Maddox returned on the November 11th episode of Raw, where he asserted his authority to Randy Orton, only to be interrupted by the Director of Operations Kane and Vicky Guerrero. The next week on Raw, Maddox was placed in a no DQ match against Orton by Triple H. Orton won the match via referee stoppage after Maddox lost consciousness in the storyline and was carried out on a stretcher after getting punched with a microphone 17 times. Following this, Maddox began to compete with Kane to gain favor of the Authority over who ran Raw better before forming an alliance with Kane, aiding him in his feud with CM Punk. At WrestleMania 30 in 2014, Maddox participated in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and was quickly eliminated by Cody Rhodes and the Great Khali. On the April 25th episode of SmackDown, Maddox took over as general manager for the night, where he was attacked by The Shield. On the May 19th episode of Raw, Maddox defied the orders of Triple H of not allowing any members of The Shield at ringside by making Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns guest commentators. The following week on Raw, Maddox was relieved of his duties as Raw General Manager by the Authority before being attacked by Kane. Maddox was absent from WWE television for the remainder of 2014, mainly working house shows. Maddox returned on the April 6th, 2015 episode of Raw in a backstage segment with Kane before being interrupted by Seth Rollins. In August, Maddox began teaming with Adam Rose during live events, calling themselves Beef Mode, where they lost to Damian Sandow and Curtis Axel. That's just sad. Later that month, Maddox performed under two different names during dark matches. Joshua Kingsley on August 11th and Lord Ruffles on August 23rd, losing both matches against Zack Ryder. Yikes. On the November 17th episode of Main Event, Maddox made his televised return, teaming up with Adam Rose in a losing effort against the Usos. On November 25th, 2015, Brad Maddox was officially released by the WWE after referring to the audience as cocky pricks during a dark match. Apparently he's been in games. He was on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. He appeared in a turkey costume in a segment with The Undertaker, in which Undertaker gave Maddox a tombstone piledriver. He appeared in video games such as WWE 2K15 as an NPC and WWE 2K16, where he can be made a playable wrestler through the Superstar Faces creation mode on the PS3 and Xbox 360 ports of the game. Jesus Christ. But did he stop wrestling after that though? Hold on. Brad Maddox match list. I want to see if he's wrestled since then or if he stopped. Okay, so he's had 2 more matches since then. So his last match, this must have been where he fucked up in the dark match, was him versus R-Truth, where he lost. Then his last ever match was October 15th, 2016. It was a steel cage match of, this was an MPW, Danny Devine, Hot Young Briley, Seth Skyfire. They defeated Brad Maddox, Bronson, and Just Judas. And that was his last wrestling match. So what a career Brad Maddox had. Jesus Christ. What's your thoughts on Brad Maddox, Austin?
I mean, he came.
He came, and then he went. He did not have a long career, man. He fucking sat there and debuted in 2012 and then got fired in 2015. He was only there 3 years, and even then he was barely on television.